basically we were just watching Sway's Universe, and Sway had on Jungle Brothers, which is, many of you don't know, the Jungle Brothers is from the legendary collective, the Native Tongues. They produce hits like Our House Shoe, the first to kind of mix hip hop and house music in one production. And Africa Baby Bam, he was dropping some real serious jewels, and he just stated something that was just really profound during the interview that just really resonated with us. And he was talking about the difference between hip hop back then and hip hop now. And I know this is probably cliche and it's growing tiresome, but it's a constant issue that people constantly talk about hip hop then and hip hop now. But he put it in a way that I've never heard it before. He was like, basically, when we were doing hip hop was a culture. Mm-hmm. It was community. It evolved into a game. And community meaning basically we all grow. We all do this together. We make music together. We critique each other together. We're helping each other grow. It's not about you just trying to be better than me and I'm trying to be better than you and trying to be the king of New York and being this and being that. He was like, it evolved into a game. And once the money dropped into the water, it became a game. He started seeing things changing. Mm. And what I thought about is like, wow, is that the reason why the music is somewhat in the state that it's in right now? Mm. Is it still culture based, or is it game based now? Mm. Because it's obviously, motivated by money. And I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with monetizing or making money on it, but when that becomes, that's all that it's about, and that's the main topic. When you take away the breakdancing and the DJing, never mind just even on the MCing level, where you don't really care about what kind of bars that you got anymore. Mm-hmm. I'm hearing guys on group chats talking about like, is Das EFX the same as Migos? Mm. How was that the same as Migos?
Right.
Trying to basically say that the stuff that Das EFX was doing was comparable to mumble rap. Where are we when it comes to that? And this is just my take on it, and this and my opinion on that is this, like, what Das EFX did, these guys were wordsmiths. What they were doing with the whole diggity style, that was a play on words. These guys were English majors in Virginia State, that this is not just, and that's not to take anything away from Migos, mm-hmm. but, and what their approach is, but I just think that there were two different things. And for people not to be able to distinguish the difference just speaks on where people are these days. Yeah. Because Migos, that's rhythmic chattering to me, in my opinion. That's rhythmic chattering, and what Das EFX was doing, they didn't have that whole diggity style. That was just one or maybe two songs.
Right.
If you really listen to Dead Series, which is the debut LP, you will see that their words, they're just great lyricists.
Right.
And then going on to the Hold It Down album and all of these other things that they were doing, Microphone Master that they went on to make with remix with Mobb Deep and stuff like that. Like, them dudes are actually spitting bars.
I think they may be comparing it to the energy, mm-hmm. maybe just the energy that Das EFX brought in terms of their presence, maybe their stage presence. They were kind of live in terms of how they approach. But that's probably the only thing I could see. But I agree with you. I think it's kind of a reach.
Right. To me, sometimes it's a way to kind of legitimize what it is that I'm doing. Like I want to be validated to continue to not really try that hard.
I hear you.
To work on my music. And that's what it happens. It's like people want, whackness to be validated, Mm-hmm. Like people want subpar performance and subpar effort to be validated. So I can continue to do that. So this way it doesn't innovate to anything else.